Attention passionate Chicago Bears fans. Latest news. Something big is happening in the NFC North and it could change the game. We're talking about a direct impact on Chicago Bears' path to another Super Bowl run. A power shift that could leave a division rival stumbling for years. We're bringing this to you firsthand. But before that, if you're a true Chicago Bears fan, subscribe to the channel to strengthen this passion even more. Show that you're also part of this family. Let's help each other reach 1,000 subscribers. Share with your friends in Chicago Bears fans. Let's get to the news, alright? Bears fans, buckle up, because what I'm about to tell you could be one of the most significant moves in recent NFL history. Rumors are swirling around a potential blockbuster trade that could reshape the entire NFC North. And, more importantly, set the Bears up for a serious run at a Super Bowl. Word is that the Houston Texans, currently sitting at 8-5 but squeezed tight against the salary cap with just $14 million in cap space, are open to moving one of their young, rising stars on defense. Will Anderson Jr. This isn't just any trade rumor. This could be a game changer. And it's got a lot of fans talking. Now, let's unpack what this means. Will Anderson Jr., the Texans' premier pass rusher, has been making waves ever since he stepped into the league. He's a freak of nature, an absolute predator on the edge, an alpha predator who devours quarterbacks and wrecks offensive lines. His ability to disrupt plays is second to none, and he's only getting better. Last season, in 13 games, Anderson racked up some eye-popping stats. 27 solo tackles, 16 assists, 43 combined tackles, 5 sacks, and a total of 5 pressure plays. And that's just the beginning. His PFF grade for 2025 was a staggering 92.1, which ranks him as one of the top edge defenders in the league. He's not just good, he's elite. Anderson's game is built on a combination of speed, power, and relentless pursuit. He's got a knack for winning at the line of scrimmage, and his pressure rate, 21.6%, is first in the league among edge rushers, meaning he's constantly forcing QB mistakes and creating chaos. His win rate at the line is also impressive at nearly 28%, making him a nightmare for any offensive tackle. The guy is a total game changer. His pressures per game and ability to set the edge against the run, where he's also made a significant impact, make him a true two-way threat. Projecting into the future, analysts believe Anderson could easily rack up over 14 sacks next season. That kind of production would immediately elevate the Bears' pass rush, transforming a good defense into a dominant one. Now, why would the Texans consider trading him? Well, they're in a tight cap situation, about $14 million over the cap, and they're also trying to balance their roster. With the team allowing just 16 points per game on defense, they're eyeing ways to free up cap space, potentially to bolster their offense and add more weapons for their quarterback. But losing Anderson would be a huge blow, so it's clear they're looking for a significant return. And that's where the Bears come into the picture. The buzz suggests that the Bears are prepared to offer a second-round pick in the 2026 draft in exchange for Anderson. That's a smart move for both parties. Chicago gets a proven elite pass rusher who could instantly upgrade their front seven, especially alongside players like DeMarcus Walker and Trevis Gipson, forming a terrifying trio of pass rushing threats. For the Texans, it's about cap relief and a future asset that can help them rebuild or retool as needed. Imagine Anderson lining up on the edge at Soldier Field. His presence would be a game winner, especially considering how much this defense has been in need of a true disruptor. Last season, the Bears' defense struggled at times to generate consistent pressure. which directly impacted their ability to close out games. Adding Anderson would not only bring immediate production, projected at over 14 sacks next year, but also boost the overall pressure metrics. That's a huge step toward turning Chicago into a defensive fortress once again. And let's talk about the impact on the division. The Vikings and Packers are always lurking, but if the Bears land Anderson, they could elevate their pass rush to a new level, making it much harder for opposing offenses to find a rhythm. Plus, with a more aggressive defense, the Bears could create more turnovers in short fields, which is crucial for a team that's still developing its offensive identity. Remember, this isn't just about one player. This is about changing the entire defensive dynamic and building a culture of relentless pursuit and pressure. Looking at the bigger picture, this potential move aligns perfectly with the Bears' current trajectory. They're sitting at 9-4, already exceeding expectations. But the goal is always to push further. Adding a player like Anderson could be the final piece to unlock that next level. It's reminiscent of when the Browns signed Myles Garrett. Suddenly, pressures skyrocketed, and the team's defense became a force to be reckoned with. If the Bears are able to land Anderson, we're talking about a similar effect. An immediate boost that could help them push into serious playoff contention and, who knows, maybe even bring back the Super Bowl glory days. Now, some fans might worry about the price. Giving up a second-round pick in 2026 sounds steep. But when you're talking about a player who could bring double-digit sacks and transform your entire defensive identity, it's a move worth considering. Plus, the Bears have shown they're willing to make bold moves when the opportunity arises. With their current roster, especially the depth they're building on offense, freeing up cap space and acquiring a game wrecker like Anderson could be the catalyst for a deep playoff run in the upcoming seasons. Anderson's impact isn't just limited to his sack numbers. His ability to pressure quarterbacks consistently forces opponents into tough third-down situations, leading to more punts and less scoring. That's the kind of impact that can swing games and change the perception of a team. For the Bears, who have been in a bit of a rebuild mode, this is a chance to accelerate their defensive turnaround and send a message that they're serious about contending. Of course, there are always questions. Will Anderson be available? Will the Texans really trade him? And what about the chemistry and fit within Chicago's defense? These are valid concerns. But given Anderson's talent and the strategic needs of the Bears, who have been looking for a true edge presence, the fit makes sense. His style of play complements the young core of the Bears' defense and provides a blueprint for future success. Plus, bringing in a player of his caliber would energize the entire team and fanbase alike, giving everyone a reason to believe that this rebuild is heading in the right direction. In terms of the bigger NFL landscape, this move would ripple out beyond just Chicago and Houston. It could set a precedent that teams are willing to make bold trades for game-changing defenders. And it might shift the balance of power in the NFC North. If the Bears do land Anderson and pair him with their existing talent, it could make them a serious contender to challenge the usual division favorites. The NFC North is always a tough division, but with a dominant pass rush, Chicago could become the team to beat. So, as we keep an eye on this developing story, the potential acquisition of Will Anderson Jr. by the Bears is shaping up to be one of the most exciting rumors of the offseason. It's a move that could define the franchise's direction for years to come, turning a promising team into a feared defensive force. The signing of Anderson could be the spark that ignites Chicago's return to elite status, positioning them for deep playoff runs and, ultimately, a shot at the Super Bowl. Pause here, just for a second. If you want the YouTube algorithm to keep recommending the latest Chicago Bears news to you, it's super important. that you leave a like on this video. Go ahead. It's quick, and it makes a big difference. Thank you. Now, let's continue with the big reveal. And now, Chicago Bears fans, I want to hear from you. What's your take on this potential blockbuster move? Do you think Anderson would be the game changer the Bears need? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Your opinion matters so much to us and to the Bears. And don't forget, I'll be back soon with more updates. So stay tuned for the latest Chicago Bears news. This is an exciting time for us all. And if this trade happens, it could be the beginning of something truly special at Soldier Field. Keep the faith, Bears Nation, because big things are on the horizon.